Good morning to all of you. We are going to discuss the defamation case, criminal defamation case filed by M.J. Akbar, who was the former editor of the very famous press Asian Age, it is a magazine, and also former union minister, against Priya Ramani, based at Bangalore, and some other social activists. Right. So the allegations go back to 2010 or so, when she was working with M.J. Akbar, and we along with another woman by name Wagha. So they were subjected to sexual, physical, and mental harassment by this. We can't call him as gentleman, but this person, Mr. M.J. Akbar. Of course, the tweets made by this woman and other things, they have caused definitely in the eye of Mr. Akbar, they have damaged his reputation. They have destructed the reputation, the high reputation he has got in the society. So therefore, he filed a case of criminal defamation against Priya Ramani in 2018 in the ADJ court, in the district court, because you may be in the district court, and yesterday the district judge Ravindra Kumar Pandey, he has acquitted the said Priya Ramani from the allegations of the criminal defamation. You may be knowing the criminal defamation can be filed under section 499 and 500 of the IPC. So you may be knowing defamation is of two types. It is libel and slander. Of course, you can file a criminal case if basing on the gravity. And secondly, you can file a civil case if you want compensation. Maybe some people claim in crores of rupees also. And simply to say it's a case of tort also. You can file a case of tort. Here he has taken advantage, of course, being a previous union minister, and that too, he has been close with the party in power. He could file the so-called defamation case, get them arrested, and of course, now the judgment has come against him. So it was actually you can refer it as CC number 5 by 19 before the district court. So you can refer it as M.J. Akbar versus Priya Ramani. Right? The case was filed on 2/10/2018. So there is a little background also, better you know it. This is an offshoot of. So these incidents of Priya Ramani writing against or leveling allegations against M.J. Akbar, it is an offshoot of the Me Too movement. The Me Too movement, which started in 2018, I believe, particularly in Hollywood. I think one famous film actress by name Elisa Milano, she has leveled allegations against a very famous Oscar awarding director. So of course he was taken to task. In India also, Tanushree Datta and some others against Nana Patekar and somebody, they have started level allegations. Singer Chinmayi, she has started against that very famous writer Vairamuthu, like that. So that was the season of the so-called Me Too movement. At the time also they have written against this M.J. Akbar. He took it very seriously. He has thought that his reputation was at stake, therefore he has filed the case against them. Now it has gone against him. That means the court acquitted the accused, Priya Ramani. Right. So the observations of the court are more important. Better you know. Regarding all these things, you need not know how the acquittal. But the observations made by the court are more important. That's why I am making this video. The court held right of reputation cannot be protected at the cost of right to dignity. So, the right of reputation cannot be protected at the cost of right to dignity. And secondly, the court recognized that even a man of social status can be a sexual harasser. That's why don't judge a book by its cover. So they may appear as gentlemen at the outset by wearing the so many branded coats and other things, but inside definitely they are different, and there may be some psycho persons also. Right? You can understand that the social status cannot be assessed that he is a gentleman or other things. So the woman had right to put her grievance even after decades. The woman has got a right to give a complaint, because even the POCSO Act also says that there is no limitation for filing a case. Even for that matter, under section 468 CRPC, if the offence is punishable for more than 3 years, then there is no limitation period for filing the case. You may be knowing the limitation in CPC also. Even there is a separate limitation act also, but there is no such limitation. So, and now coming to the important point. It is shameful that such crimes against women are occurring, are taking place in this country where Mahabharata has taken place. Of course, entire Mahabharata has taken place regarding the assault or regarding outrage in the modesty of Draupadi in the open court by Dushasana. Of course, that is a different thing, but they have, please understand the consequence in which they are writing the judgment. And another, they have made reference to Ramayana also. So in India, normally we try to protect the rights of women. So you may be knowing when Ravana was lifting away or airlifting away or kidnapped Sita Devi in the helicopter, then the mystical bird, a mythological bird you can call, Jatayu, he tried to rescue, protect her, and as a result of which Ravana cut its both wings. Is it not? And another thing, when somebody asked Lakshmana, so you describe your sister-in-law Sita. He said he did not look at her except below the feet. That is the reference they give to the woman in the society at that particular point of time. So Indian women require only equality. So here once again the allegations cannot be proved. The court held that, of course, there was a tweet by this Priya Ramani that of course it was a mistake, that something was done to this so-called MJ Akbar. Of course, since he has apologized, it cannot be content of the court, it cannot be defamation also. Anyway, taking into consideration of all these things, ultimately the Delhi court, that Ravindra Pandey, he observed that right of reputation cannot be protected at the cost of right to dignity. You may be a great man, but if you do something bad, definitely it has to be exposed. The woman has got right to expose the same even after decades. This is the greatness of the judgment. Anyway, it is a high profile case. Please follow it and enrich your legal knowledge. Thank you very much.